How you doing? As always, a reminder that this channel is supported by my real estate business. There you can see our logo, oops, right there. York Team Real Estate. And a fun tool that you can use is actually this one right here. You can text York, Y-O-R-K, to 59559 and get information on any property, anywhere, well, in Washington State. So check that out. It's kind of a fun tool. So got to play Jackson yesterday. Spoiler alert, it was a pretty good round. Had a good time with a new friend, and I have to say, I think of the Seattle Munis, it's the best. I like it. It's challenging. There's some really good long holes there, as well as lots of challenges. You gotta pick the right club. And yeah, a lot of fun. So hope you enjoy the round. I know I did. And make your comments. And as always, if you have feedback, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'll see how thick my skin is. Thanks a lot.
Great connection.
Stay up.
As soon as I go You're hit. It's coming in. Ooh, that's gonna be nice, I think.
Help. Thank you.
Look good. Good swing.
Nope.
Nice shot, nice shot. A little firm. I think your line was probably good, just a little firm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Honestly, the greens are kind of all over the place.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, as crazy as it is, that's going to be all right.
So I apparently lost my microphone connection from here on out. So I'll go ahead and just talk over this. Had a pretty good little chip here onto the green, and taking my sweet ass time to waddle up to the ball, set up, waiting for my playing partner to go, and basically two putted this one, I think. This hole, they moved the tee box way up. It's normally pretty hard to get up there with a driver. This one, I used a 5-wood and made it up. It landed on the cart path. Had to punch out with my 4-iron. And then had a pretty nice little chip here. There it goes. and had just like a 1 foot tap in for a par, I believe. Yeah, not a par. Bogey, pretty decent bogey. Here, I didn't have a camera angle for the drive, but hit it a nice drive. Forget how far. This is my second shot with my 5 wood, and we get really close to the green with this second shot. Very happy with this hole. Yeah, you can see I landed, what is that, maybe 15, 20 yards away from the green for the second shot. Chip shot was okay. I could have done better. My 64 degree was kind of letting me down. Actually, okay, I was letting it down. But not a terrible chip there, and probably two putted this one in general. Very happy with this hole. Had some help with the camera today. Um, and honestly, it was pretty cool to have someone else have fun with the gear, or at least try. And look, he has pretty good control over it here. Oh boy, okay, there's his glove. All right, yeah, and I left it short. Damn it. Had another nice drive here. Was very happy with the driver, and my fairway woods. Had some pretty good success with my irons as well, but a lot of those kind of same old cruddy things that happen with my irons continued to happen. But working on it. Yeah, that was a 231-yard drive. Second shot with my 5 wood was a 160, and weird stuff happening with the camera there. Sorry for the blinking. And you can see we ended up with a bogey on that one. Didn't record this hole. It was a terrible par three. And then this is about as blowy up as I had for the day. Carried a pretty nice, weird little stinger drive up underneath, like completely flew underneath those trees.
No. Ooh.
And then my irons came back. Man, just took the crap out of that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be trouble though.
And
Shit.
had to fight my way out of the woods there. Ended up with a 5 on this hole. And a fresh cigar.
You're okay. You're clear now at least. You got a good look.
putter treated me pretty darn well. Out here today, there's a few of them that I just felt like I could not read, but in the end, even the misses were not big misses. So if I missed it, I still had to tap in. So this is the hole that I taught my buddy about a tournament drop. And what that is the ball goes where you believe it went. It's not out of bounds. That was a nice 245-yard drive and could not find it. So why it's a tournament drop is if you were playing a tournament, there'd be people up there, they would have seen where it went. But the grass was kind of tall up there, and so I took a drop where it went. Ended up with a bogey on that hole. Then on the 10th, I had a really great 5-wood off of the tee box, went into this bunker. Usually I like the bunkers, but this one was brutal to me. You'll see here we had to take 2 shots to get out. I ended up with a bogey on this hole, fortunately.
Get up. Woo. Woo.
This little par 3, number 11, has always been a challenge for me because I did almost hit a car in the parking lot here one time, but I ended up with a bogey on this one. Pretty decent putting. All in all, can't complain. One of my favorite holes on the course here is 12 at Jackson. If you're able to really tee up on it, you can ride the hill down. And I got a 271-yard drive out of that deal, and then honestly should have reached the green with my second shot with this one, but chunked the shit out of it, and then ended up in the trees because, you know, why not? Taking advantage of that left-hand love, and ended up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I parred it.
Nice. Yeah.
Pretty happy.
Yeah.
Definitely the best I've done on this hole. This green is real bare because there you can see the shelf. You do not want to be on the wrong side of that shelf from where the pin is. It's a terrible terrible one, especially with the pin being forward. If if you go a little bit long and you have to ride the gravity down, you're going to basically end up with your ball back off of the green. All right, this is the 13th. It's a relatively long par three, not generally long enough because I'd rather hit a wood to it. Ended up with a double on this guy. I generally end up on the right-hand side of the trees here, and then somehow managed to double chunk my way up to the green, but a two putt, I guess, kind of saved my butt. The 14th is a hero hole, big elevated tee. Yeah, if you can really get a hold of it, you can get a great drive out of it. I guess this one went to 238. One of my best drives there. Followed up with a nice, easy sand wedge right onto there, onto the green, and honestly had a really great opportunity for a birdie, but ended up two putting it and getting a par. This is the hole I want to forget. Actually had a monster drive here at 292 yards, but then just chunked my way up to the green, which thankfully none of it was working with the camera, so just have to take my word for it. But ended up out of there 3 over. Ugh. The 16th, you're just kind of screwed no matter where you aim here. Um, I like to try and stay on the green to the left, but you'll see here I thought in the water. There's a little ledge there you can't see, just off of the fairway, and I managed to be in there, and I'm left-handed, so I was able to hit out of it and onto the green. So I was onto the green in two. Was pretty darn happy with that. Definitely the best hole I've had here, and then ended up two putting it for a par. Once again, my favorite, a stupid par three. I put the first one in the trees to the left. Uh, Sunk this. That little chip was pretty good, and then I did a two putt. Um, Came out, I guess, okay for me. I know that my game has got to be to focus on my 150 and in. And like every good course, the 18th should be a hero hole. Was able to drive off the tee box there, 231 yards.
No,
Then
no, no.
took the shit out of my 5 wood,
Ooh.
back up into the trees. I had to punch back out. Ended up with a double on this one. If I would have gotten my 5 wood, obviously, if I would have gotten my 5 wood straight, then I probably would have been putting for birdie or par. But in the end, ended up 22 over a 92, which is my best round ever at Jackson. Pretty happy with it, and we'll be back. Thanks for checking it out. There's another neat little feature at the end here, which is going to show you kind of my Arcos feedback from them based on my round. Shows you my greens in regulation, fairways hit, putts, all very, very good compared to my normal. Again, pretty pleased with it. I had a good time and good day out there with a buddy, and yeah, a lot of fun. I've also learned that I need to um, find somebody else to do the camera work and the editing. Uh, is a challenge. I promise you, you stick with me, you watch these videos, get those watch hours up because that's what needs to happen. Um, we'll have a much higher production value. We're almost there. Make the putt. It in. All right, good. Be done with it. Again, thanks for hanging out.